what's going on, guys? So today we're talking about the best-selling cards in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! Baron DeFleur. Is it under 40? Baron. No. So if you want to spend less than 40, you're going to have to pay $5 in shipping. So that is actually $44. I was bamboozled. Still a good buy, though. I definitely see it going up. Let's take a look at Thrust. Is this a good card? Right, like we speculated on it when we first saw it. And it's been out for a while. I think its price would indicate that yes, it is a good card. Because why would it be sold for, we gotta get past the Korean version, Japanese version. Why would it be sold for $70 if it was a bad card? So does that make this a good card? I don't know. I still don't know. I felt like I was pausing for dramatic effect for a big reveal. I find it very hard for me. Like, if I'm going to spend $70 on a card, I don't want it to be like I spent, and this isn't even, this card's not even worth what I'm about to say anymore. But when the Access Code Talker got its gold rare printing, I didn't even realize it was going to get another printing. I bought it at like $70, right? I haven't regretted it once, though, because that's the Access Code Talker that I use, and you guys have seen Access Code Talker in the deck profiles, and I just posted a Salmon Great deck profile. I think it might even have been in the Trap Tricks deck profile because I really like Access Code Talker, right? And it's $30 now, right? When I buy a card for that much money, I would really like to know in my heart of hearts that that's a really good card. I just don't know if I can say that about Triple Tactics Thrust, right? If you're able to pull it, awesome sauce, because you're probably gonna get your money back from the box, I'd assume. The box is $70. Yeah, Triple Tactics Thrust is more expensive than the box, and that's probably the only non-Starlight rare that'll get you there. We haven't looked at this box in a minute. That's because it's not very good. And I think Thrust is a big reason why I don't think that it's really good. But Thrust has, if we look at the graph, well, it's technically gone down, but it got to a value about $70, and now it's sitting at about $74. Now it's back at that $70 mark. I don't see this going anywhere but down. But this is the best time as ever to say it. Spend your money how you feel. I should just put that on a shirt. I should just have like a button that I hit and it just pops up. Spend your money how you feel. But it is real. You go crazy. You want to buy 50 copies of Triple Tactics Thrust, that's fine. Just know that the only thing that card is going to do is go down in value. Like I don't see it hitting $100. I feel like if there was an interaction, like I know it can search Pot of Prosperity, right? It can search Dimension Barrier, Infinite Impermanence. This is a normal card. There's a lot of really good things it can search, and it's $70. I don't think it's going up more, but I've been wrong before, so no skin off my back if I'm wrong again. Guardian Chimera. This is under $10. I see. No. It's another one of those pay for shippings. So it's about $11. Still not that bad. What's interesting about Guardian Chimera is that it's a very generic fusion monster. Like Fluffles could run this card. Blue Eyes could run this card. Dark Magician could run this card. Predaplants. Any deck that fusion summons, is what I'm trying to say, could run this card. And it's really good. I like the artwork too. It's the first time I've really looked at the artwork. I like the artwork too on the card. Obviously you get the Maze of Memories version. I'd assume Secrets for under 20 is interesting though. Secret Rares Chimeras for under 20s feels kind of good though. It's a little unfortunate we can't get multiples from the same person. Well, I guess you could get 2 light plays from Arkham Games. You get okay. Top Choice Gaming has 7 for 1950. That feels like that's not terrible. Feels like this card could be over $20 at some point in the near future. So both versions of Guardian Chimera I feel like are really solid buys. It's pre-sales, right? Yeah. What is in this? I never know. Like I used to like I think it's too like I know where to find the information on what's in this. And I know that there are like YouTube channels dedicated to telling people what is in this. I still don't know what's in it. It's gonna be a good buy though. This is a really good buy. I don't love playing the pre-sale game because I mean like this graph should tell you all you need to know about the pre-sale game. Like literally, there was one day, St. Patrick's Day, where it went up in value, and that was probably just because of like buyback bucks or something like that. Like probably nothing of value for this card. This set, excuse me. I wouldn't play the pre-sale game with this. I would just pick up one from Walmart though. I don't think it's a terrible buy, but I don't think the pre-sale game with that is the vibe. But you do you. We've talked about this a lot, feeling as if almost at nauseum. It's a fantastic buy. I think it's gonna be worth at least $15 within a year and a half. And that's pretty far reach. Inflation alone might bump it up that much. But $12.95 for this, so much value. Feels like a really good buy. I talked about it a lot, so I don't want to talk about that too much again. Where is this? I mentioned this on my penny stock market watch. I am going to do a deck profile of my speed duel deck. And just seeing the reaction from it, if I get a bunch of views, likes, comments, I'll do more. If you guys want me to do speed duel deck profiles, let me know in the comments down below. The vibe is probably not. This is, one second, I gotta get off of cards. Shout out to Pearly. Look at this card. Oh my goodness gracious. I think it's making moves in the OCG, so I think that's why people keep trying to tell me it's a good deck. I'm never going to be on the side of I think Pearly's a good deck unless it tops. Like if it tops a regional or YCS, by all means, go Pearly's, right? But it's cute. It's cute. They're good buys because you cannot say Pearly is a bad deck. You can't. You can't do it because people will get offended for Pearly's and they won't like you for it. And that's fine. That is their prerogative. I'm just going to search it. I'm just going to search for it. But at the end of the day, I did a really deep dive into Pearly's twice. Actually, I don't usually do it once. I did it twice. And I just don't think it's very good. But getting back to this, another graph showcasing why the pre-sale market makes no sense. Hey, if you're a store, and you get these, or you can start pre-selling them at the start of January, go crazy. That's the best time to do it. If you can pre-sell these, I don't know what what paperwork you have to fill out to be one of these people that can pre-sell these, because I don't know what stops me from just posting this listing and just figuring out a way to get it. I'm sure you have to have a storefront, something like that. Because all these people have a lot of sales, right? So shout out to you guys if you were able to pre-sell these for $50 because now they're worth $30. 30's not terrible value. I feel like it might be 30 when it comes out. But I actually was curious to see though where this is at. There it is. Okay, so 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. It's behind the Dark World Structure deck, which is actually not terrible value, by the way. Just minor tangent. This $9 for this, not even $9 for this, is actually really insane value. The danger cards are in here. A fantastic archetype is in here. A relatively generic fusion monster is in here. A fun deck to quote unquote fish with, where you just play with yourself to try to find the most optimized first turn hand without any hand traps interrupting you. All of that is in here. Among other things, too. Actually, let's just go to it real quick. It is no longer a tangent. We are now talking about the Dark World structure deck. Skill Drain is in here. Deck Devi is in here. Card Destruction's in here. Card Destruction randomly comes back to 3. That's going to be like $1. Mind Crush is in here. That card's seen better days. Dynamiscus isn't terrible. So this isn't really that great. But if it's not like that great of a structure deck if you don't want Dark World. And I think that's why this is a $9 structure deck. But the danger stuff is in here. A lot of danger stuff. I think it's missing. Yeah, it's missing Nessie, though. RIP. But this is another card. Goes back to 3. Right? So I think I personally am at the spot where I might get this. Every time I walk by it at Meijer, I stop and look at it. But I know like Meijer, Walmart's, Targets, they're selling it for like $12. Right? So this is not going to be worth $9 forever. It might be worth $9 for the rest of the year, but it's not going to be worth $9 forever. But back to what I was saying, this being the 19th best selling sealed product is pretty crazy. Like the first Ghost from the Past is above it. Tactical Masters is above it. Whatever this is above it. Second Ghost from the Past is above it. If you guys got Ghost from the Past stuff, and people called it Ghost from the Neg, but it is 2 of the top 20 best selling sets right now are both Ghost from the Past. So they called us madmen for buying them, but I think it actually is a decent set just because people like chasing the ghost rares, right? That is a situation. All right, we're going to the. I'm just talking about something that's not even on screen. The ghost box. These are situations where the pre-sale game works really well, and you can see why, like immediately. The Dark Magician Girl, the Ghost Dark Magician Girl, the Ghost Blue Eyes, the Ghost Rare Dark Magician, the Ghost Rare Sphere Mode, the Ghost Rare Alternate Eyes, the Ghost Rare Red Eyes, the Ghost Rare Cyber Dragon, the Ghost Rare Dad. Like they don't miss. They don't miss. Like there's literally not a bad Ghost Rare in here, right? This one's not that great, but it's not terrible. I would like to have seen the original Blackluster Soldier get the Ghost Rare printing instead of that one, but it's okay. Crystal Wing. I mean, you should know the Ghost Rares. Firewall Dragon, RIP. I have Tamias isn't the greatest Ghost Rare. But that's the thing. We're not talking about the Ghost Rares. I'm just talking about the set itself. Now, I know the set... that's my bad. I know the set is like 30, right? For a box. I think that's good. It's not terrible value, right? No, excuse me, 15. No, that makes sense. No, 15 is right. For the second box, 20 for the first box. I mean, that should tell you all you need to know, right? Like that what I just did there should be all you need to know. Like, let me just close this out and go to sealed products. The second Ghost from the Past, and there has been no indication that we're getting a third, but the second Ghost from the Past is $14. The first one that came out a year later is $7 more. I'm just saying, this could be a situation where you play the sealed market game. This could be a situation where, because when are we getting another Ghost Rare Dark Magician Girl? Or a Ghost Rare Blue Eyes? Ghost Rare Dark. So just potentially, right? Going over here, and I'm not Baxter's, I'm Cards of Connor. Just buying out Baxter's. Let's get it popping. And the thing is, too, if you spend more than $50, you guys probably know this already, but if you spend $50 on TCG Player, they have to include shipping and handling, right? You get to actually see it. Spend $170, right? Pretty steep, right? We're almost spending, after taxes, we're looking at about $200. And then we wait a year, right? And they're all worth 20, right? So we sell 10 of them for 200, make our money back, and keep those other two, and see how long we can go back. See how long we can go back see how long we can wait for it to go up, because it could be a situation where in like 2028 the Ghost from the Past, just like a little box like that, is worth like $100. Because like I said, when are we getting another Ghost Rare printing of Dark Magician Girl? Or Dark Magician, or Blue Eyes, or Crystal Wing, Synchro Dragon, or Firewall Dragon, right? They don't print Ghost Rares very often. So it's just something to keep in mind. It was Ghost from the Neck, and it is Ghost from the Neck. I'm not really recommending buying a box and opening it. Like, I'm not recommending that. Like, obviously, so you know, you might ask the question, like, well, is it a good thing to buy just the Ghost Rares, right? I don't think so, because I think the Ghost Rares, their market price has kind of landed where it's going to be, as we're still talking about Ghost from the Past and still not looking at it. When we go back to Ghost from the Past, right? 200 bucks for the Dark Magician Girl. I don't see that being like 300, 400, 500 in 2 years. I think it's still going to be around this much, right? But the boxes, you know, because of that lottery ticket aspect alone, they could go up in an insane amount of value. This is interesting. So we'll go to the second page real quick. Wake up your elemental hero. Elemental hero fusion monster plus a warrior. Must be fusion summoned. Gains 300 attack for each material used in its summon. That's cool. This card can make a number of attacks on monsters each battle phase up to the number of fusion monsters used as material. That's cool too. After damage calculation, if this card battled a monster, destroy that monster, and if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to its original attack. If this fusion summon card is destroyed, special summon a warrior monster from your hand or deck. I mean, it's not terrible. I don't know why it's so popular. Last week, 40. That is probably the pre-sale. Now it's $10, $8. I think the reason why this is going up in value, I don't know what this is. What is that? The reason why this is going up in value, someone sold it for $3. Is crazy. Korean. Gotcha. Okay, the reason why this is going up, this is becoming popular as far as why it's being bought more, is because people are noticing it's starting to sink down in value. And elemental heroes are in the upper echelon, like the top category as far as these popular decks that casuals just buy just because they like them, right? Like Dark Magician, Blue Eyes, Elemental Heroes. Those are the cream of the crop, best casual decks around, and by best I mean most popular, right? When we look at this card, though, it's not a very good card, but you could build a deck around it for sure. I can't think of one off the top of my head, but I'm sure someone has thought of something somewhere. So I don't necessarily think it's a terrible buy. I don't know if I will ever say like a Dark Magician card, a Blue Eyes card, and an Elemental Hero card will be a bad buy, because I always say, like, a card is never worth what it says it's worth on TCGP Player. A card is worth what you're able to sell it for. But the thing is, like, with Elemental Heroes, there's a lot of people who are like, oh, you have Wake Up your Elemental Hero? Like, this is a lot of value. A lot of potential value, for sure. I mean, the theme of the day is clearly Ghost Rares, right? We might take a super deep dive into Ghost Rares, but let's just talk about Ghost Rares Stardust, which are slowly starting to creep up in value. Wild. What happened? Which one were those? First Eds, yeah. First Ed's gone. First Eds are still on the market. If you want a First Ed, though, you're going to have to buy a damaged one, which I don't know how it got damaged. Why are you playing a Ghost Rare? You can buy a Near Mint German for $1,500. These are bought out. No, they're not. We found one. $1,700 for from Troll and Toad. Shout out Troll and Toad actually. For First Ed Ghost Rare Stardust Dragons. Okay, we don't care about the Korean version because we can't play it. Mod plays. I mentioned this on my Penny Stock Market Watch. Like, just think of something to reiterate in case you didn't see that. I don't know why someone would buy a heavily played or damaged version. Like, I guess this has a picture. This is damaged with a picture. This doesn't look damaged at all. Is this damaged? Where is this damaged? Is it here? Where's this damaged? Is it? Looks fine to me. And so maybe that's why you play that game where you like maybe one man's damage is another man's light play, right? But that's why near mint if you get a damage card, here's the thing: if you get a damage card, as I continue to look for near mints, let me just do this right here. If you get a damage card and it comes in near mint, awesome sauce, cool beans. If you get a damage card and it comes in damaged, you can't really do anything. If you get a near mint card and it comes in near mint, cool beans. If you get a near mint card and it comes in damaged, then you can say something, right? So obviously you get a damage card, you get near mint, that's fine. If you get a near mint that's damaged, we can tell TCG player, hey, I paid $344, I paid $350 for this Ghost Rare Stardust Dragon that was unlimited version. It came in damaged. It said it was near mint. You can get like a refund, your money back, what have you. But if you buy a damaged version and it comes in damaged, you can't do anything. But it is also $120, right? We were just talking. How much was it? Almost $350. After shipping and taxes, we're probably looking at $375 for a near mint unlimited, or you can get a damaged for like a third of that and just hope that it doesn't look that bad. And that is your prerogative. That is your choice. I just don't know if I would make that choice with like $120. But let me know what you guys think in those comments down below. Do you guys buy like damaged, light play, mod plays? Where do you fall with that? Let me know in those comments down below. Make sure you guys click that like button to show your support for the channel. Subscribe for even more content. But most importantly of all, have a good day.